Your host Arunab, who will take you through the world of technology and ensure that we all become good technologists. In this series of videos, we will see various concepts of Java, starting from Java 8 to Java 23, which is the latest version out there. Now, with this, let's have let's start this looking into the concept of Java 8, and let's have a microscopic view of lambda expressions. Lambda expression is the revolutionary concept which was introduced in Java 8, which did a paradigm shift of introducing the functional programming in object-oriented world. To understand lambda expressions, let's we need to understand first for what functional interface. What is a functional interface? It's an interface which could have only one abstract method and can have any number of static and default method. Default method is something we will look later. It's a uh, concrete method inside interface. Now, functional interface, to make a interface as functional interface, that's that's the only mandate that it must have one abstract method. For good practice, one could demarcate functional interface with add functional interface annotations, but that's not mandatory. Now, with that, let's look into a functional interface that we have, and let's understand various concepts of it. So, as we can see, the displayable is a function. We have demarcated displayable as functional interface, which is having a display method, which is an abstract method. Now, why it is recommended to have this functional interface annotations? Because if by mistake also, if you will have another abstract method, then it's going to complain. Compiler is going to complain saying that you have marked this as functional interface. Either you remove this annotation or remove this method. Okay. Okay. So now that's about functional interface. With that knowledge, let's go and let's see, let's understand the how before lambda expression, how we used to uh, implement anonymous inner class and use these provide implementation for this functional interface, or a interface which is having one method, right? Because that's functional interface, right? Now, so this is how we used to uh, provide the implementation for that, for a interface, right? Using anonymous inner class, displayable variable name, new constructor, and with that, like while we are defining the variable, we are providing the implementation of that uh, of the method, the abstract method of the interface, right? So during Java 8, uh, Java team observed that there are a lot of boilerplate codes which is getting used over here. Why there is new operator? Why there is this displayable constructor is getting called? Why this display method name is getting used again? Because that's the only abstract method which is there in the interface, right? There's no point in writing that. What is the use of this type over here? What is the use of return type? What is the use of access specifier? These are all boilerplate code which can be removed. So now let's remove this and let's see how we could land in our lambda expressions. Let's remove the unwanted stuff. New displayable, this is unwanted. This parenthesis unwanted. uh, Display name unwanted, access specifier unwanted. This is the body of the method, which is what is needed. This is unwanted. Right? This type is unwanted. Now I will just have to give a arrow operator. I will use. That's it. Let me quickly format this. Okay, so now displayable display is the variable which is getting passed, and that's all we need, right? Now this is so crisp, and this is our lambda expressions. So now we know that how we are deriving lambda expressions from anonymous inner class, right? With that knowledge, let us write uh, another lambda expressions where there are multiple parameters, where there is a return type, where there is type safety also, right? That will be our next step. So to achieve that, let's see another interface, another functional interface, which is having a type safety, which is having two parameter, and it has an add method which is having a return type of integer, right? Now let's write a lambda expression for this one, right? So I'll just uncomment this addition sum. Now since there is type safety, I have to provide the type safety information from here. Parenthesis, sorry, braces, a comma b, sorry, what's happening? This is my, well, let's print it. Let us invoke this also, this method, so that, yeah, wait. Okay, yep. So now we are invoking this method also. So now if you will see, right, uh, we are providing the type safety information in the braces. We are providing the parameter in the brackets, then return. Now one more thing we can structure is further. If there is only one statement, and that is return statement, we can remove this, and this parenthesis we can remove. So yep, this this could be very simple. Yeah, you got to be little used to with the reading of it, so that you understand what is happening. Okay, cool. Moving further, now let's have let's this is what we have defined a functional interface, right? Now let's use an implementation of lambda expression for a JDK functional interface, which will be collection.sort. We will invoke using a functional interface. Now for that, I have written a product class, which is having ID, name, and price, integer, string, and float respectively, right? And then I have added products into array list. I am going to call the sort method. Collection dot sort. So just to show you what is there in sort, it takes a comparable which is having a yeah sorry. So this will take products and then the lambda function. So there are two comparator is the one which is functional interface, and the compare is the abstract method that we will be overriding. Now how we will do that? Parenthesis, sorry, braces p1 comma p2 and operator return. In fact, I just, since return is the only thing that we need, teacher dot compare p1 dot id comma p2 dot id, then semicolon. Yep, that's all right. It should. Now let's print this. I had given a to string method also, so that is why it will print the list. Okay, I don't have a to string method, so let's do one thing. Products dot for each, that this is another consumer is another functional interface, so we will write another system dot so we want to print this, right? So parameter parenthesis s arrow operator, this takes dot id. I'm printing all the product id. Why it is complaining? Yes, because I have given one more. Okay, so now yes, we could see that this is sorted. So now we saw that it is very simple to have a lambda expressions, and we understood the core concept and how we are arriving at the syntax of lambda expressions. Hope this was useful. Do let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for observing and attending this session. Thank you.